Part 3, Manager Intervention. Communication can make or break a team. I can't stress this enough. You have to notify your team. You have to notify your team. More specifically, the individual it affects the most. What do I mean? Okay, very simply put. If you're changing an individual's schedule in a dramatic way, i.e., they were working 4 days a week, every single week this month, and next month, because sales has been so slow, you only need them 2 days a week, that's a conversation. That's a notification. Not after it's done, but when you realize this. It shows respect. It shows appreciation, not only for the person's time and energy, but for the person themselves. When you communicate with someone, it shows a level of respect. Just because you're this person's boss doesn't mean that you're this person's master. Do you understand? They have a right to walk away. Most of these jobs are at will, which means at any second, either party, whether it be employee or employer, can decide to walk away without repercussions. They can fire you for anything, really, because they decide they don't want you anymore. And you can quit for anything, because you decide you don't want to work there anymore. And neither party can sue either party. Now, if there's something extreme like race discrimination or sexual harassment or things like that, those are different avenues. If sales are down and I don't need this much employees, I can fire a couple. Why? I don't have to explain why. I don't feel like coming into work anymore. I don't want to work for you. Why? I don't need to explain why. Communication shows respect. It earns respect. I'm not saying every little thing you do, you're still the boss at the end of the day, which means no matter what you say goes. But a quick, hey, James, can you just come with me real quick? I just need to talk to you about something. Listen, sales has been down lately. You are a part-timer. So for the next couple of weeks, maybe the next month, I just need you for like 2 hours a day, a couple of days a week. Is that cool with you? Because let's be real, nobody wants to go to work for 3 hours a day, 2 days a week, unless that's their sneaker money. You see what I'm saying? Most people get a part-time job because they don't really need it. They're bored. Because why would you want to get up out of your bed or out of your seat to go someplace for 3-4 hours a day and then just do it twice a week? Either you're in school or you have a better job already, or you're doing something completely different and you just need that money to maintain whatever you're doing, to invest in. Because that's the only reason why I would get a part-time job, just to invest in this, to get better equipment, to get a better mic, to get a better filter, to help with my equipment. That's all. But I don't see myself working for anybody ever again. But again, communicating is the biggest thing that I see most people have a problem with. And it's not because they just don't want to communicate. It's just they don't feel the need to. Again, because you're the boss, you feel like you're above somebody and the other people are beneath you. That's not true. If some shit was going down in a company and you as the GM were the last to know, what would you think about that? If all the employees knew, all the supervisors knew, but you as the general manager, you didn't know until the day of it was supposed to take effect. How would that hit you? Would you feel appreciated? Would you think that the company valued you? So reverse that. When you change someone's schedule without notifying them, when you make a grand change on the menu without telling people, when you do something drastic, dramatic, and you're the last one to find out, you ain't get the memo, or they didn't even send out the memo, because they don't care that much about you. Just, you'll survive. How appreciated do y'all feel? Can someone tell me? I'm just gonna assume y'all don't feel that appreciated, do y'all? Y'all feel a little bit disrespected, don't y'all? Now, no one thought it was important enough to come and tell you something was happening, not to get your approval, because your approval is not needed, but a notification would be nice. Oh, I'm only working 3 days this month? In the next 30 days, I'm only working 3 days? Well, that's gonna show me, in my mind, that you don't want me here no more. That you don't need me here no more. Because I'm working all of 9 hours for the next 30 days. You must be giving me time to find a new job. That's the way that I would take it. And I won't say a damn thing. I would just take that for what it is. For how I see it. You're giving me time to find a new job. Therefore, I'm going to take that time to find a new job. You understand what I'm saying? So, lack of communication is disrespectful. That can be a big reason why you lose team members, especially great team members. I'm not saying you go to them for permission. You communicate. Hey, listen, this is what went down. This is what I need from you. Tell me your take on that. It's not difficult. It's simple, but it may not be easy. A lot of you folks got egos bigger than fucking stadiums. And y'all gonna need to curb that. Your ego never got you anything in life. You need to work as a team. Yes, you are the leader. Yes, you are the quarterback. But the quarterback ain't shit without the blockers, man. And even if I got the ball as a QB, I need to be able to see where my receivers are at. Because if I don't got proper blocking and my receivers can't get open, I'm fucked. All because you couldn't communicate properly as a team leader. You have no problem pointing fingers. Tell them, do this, do that, do that. But when it comes to notifying them, you're just like, meh. These motherfuckers ain't slaves. They don't have to do what you tell them to do. They can always find another job elsewhere. You're not the only motherfucker hiring. Just like you, Mr. GM, Miss GM, manager person, just like you can be easily replaced. Just because you've been there for a long time, or just because you help boost sales, just because you're doing things a little better, a little different, people like you, don't mean that you won't be replaced. What was your job before this one? Do you think you got replaced? Communicate with your people, man. They'll appreciate you for it. They'll respect you for it. They might not like it, but you don't need to be liked. But you damn sure need to be respected. And one of the best ways, communicate. You don't gotta tell them about your whole life. You don't gotta tell these people nothing personal. But if something going down in terms of work, notify them. Notify them. Trust me. Telling them something like, hey, this was not in the shipment. Don't worry about prepping that. I'ma figure out what to do. Cool. Oh, by the way, do the sales. I'll have to change up the schedule. You know, I only got you working 3 days next week instead of 5. You cool with that? Oh, no, you're not? Okay, well, here's what we could do. Here's what we can do. You can go ahead and speak with this person, see if they'll give you a day or two. Yep, that way y'all both can work 4 days. But you are part-timers, so 5 days isn't really something that you're supposed to be getting anyway. But it's temporary, and I understand where you're coming from. So go ahead and do that, and then I'll see what I can do. Simple. Communicate. Give options. Let them know what's going on. Speak to them. See where their head is at.